Hey everybody, Engineered Coffee, welcome back to Mars. Last episode we built this gigantic box for our track factory. So there was a couple people online that were pretty upset in the comments that this guy is orange and not primarily white like the rest of the facility around here. But I did put a vote up on Discord and the orange won out. So we're going to go ahead and keep that color. I did put a white stripe around the bottom because I had a white stripe here. On this tower, and so I just kind of continued it on. I don't know if I like that or not. I might add some more greebling here and there. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like it does need a little bit more to break it up, especially on the sides here, but I want to get focused on the tower and maybe some tanks or something on the other side, and then let's get the landing pad going as well. So this will be a little bit of a sporadic episode of little mini projects around, but I want to get it all buttoned up so we can continue on the track to go down to our launch site. Alright, I'd like to thank my newest members, Norton Borkin and Ben L. If you'd like to join, there should be a button down below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Norton Borkin? He's a Swedish chef? Alright, let's start up here in the control room. I want to put some LCD screens up in here. Let's see, yeah, these guys, let's go ahead and spin them. I want to do like this. Recess them in. I guess I'll have to figure out what to do over on the corner here. Probably just an angle, actually. Probably just needs to be like that. Have it look better from the inside than the, or the outside than the inside. And then maybe we'll just put some armor panel across here. What does that look like? Guess I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty boring on the backside anyway. Let's just go ahead and cover it with plates. I think that's better. And of course I'm already out of steel plate. Hey look, a storm's coming. That's fun. Alright, then here on the back wall I did take out this door because it's going nowhere. We don't need another causeway, I don't think. Let's see, I want to go ahead and put in, yeah, these guys. Just gonna put in one of those there, and then I'm thinking here, I'm gonna curve it like this, and let's get a window in here. Might as well. Alright, let's build this guy out like this. Alright, let's figure out the tower here, how we want this guy to go. I'm thinking maybe here, like this. Well, that's interesting. It's glitching that guy out. Oh, the offset doesn't look right on that. That would be why. Okay, we'll fix that in a little bit. It's just gonna glitch out, I guess, every time we place a block. Alright, of course, when I'm trying to lay out a building, it's getting thicker and stormier, so that's fun. Yeah, I think that'll work, and then we'll put like a door here. Let's see, I can probably do that now. Let's put in one of the hatches, because I like them. And let's just do a cheap airlock like that. So we'll lose air every time we open it, but that's fine. It's for maintenance access, really. Alright, now the question is, how do I incorporate these guys? Or should I put it up another level? So I was wanting to maybe do like these bridge components. Is that too tall? Kind of hoping to have it like kind of sunk down. Ooh, that looks really nice though. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll sink that in, and then instead of having that, we'll just have a roof access somewhere. Maybe we'll just have that door, or that stairwell come all the way up to the top, and we'll have some type of door hatch, something up on the roof that'll connect to this catwalk. I think that will look better. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Is the storm clearing? I can't really tell. Looks thick over there, but it looks better over there. I don't know. So I think we're going to need to get rid of that. We're going to need to put in that one. And then what does it take for these guys? Girder. My girder. Where's my girder? Alright, let's make that one white. I think that's going to look way better. Let's see, what do we have for this? There's like the helm one, which I don't really necessarily want. Maybe I do. Alright, let's put a couple helm seats in, but otherwise I think it's just going to be... buttons would be good, I guess, so we can open and close the doors. I think this one will just be solid. Like that will work. And then probably just around the rest of it, it'll just be, yeah, open windows. Let's put the floor on, though. I think that'll look better. Okay, cool. I'm liking it. Yeah, and then we'll probably just put plate or something on the top or on the bottom here. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll put lights and other things in. Let's get the stairwell going here. Yeah, let's see if we can figure out this stairwell. I guess railings will be kind of an issue here. That's fine. It'll be alright. So let's see. This one would go that way. This one would flip. This one should go right here. So let's go get some construction components. Okay, so this one would go that way. And then we need our catwalk. Like that. This would be a floor of some type. Alright, let's just fill these in with blocks right now. We might take them out once we figure out what's going on with that bottom floor. Okay, so we'll put in one of those blocks there, and then there would be the other stairs to go up like this. Somehow into some type of hatch, or how do we want to do that, I'm wondering. You know what? So we don't have to worry about another airlock or something. I'm going to go ahead and use this stuff that we already have, and we'll just connect over to there. Let's see, this is the midpoint. Yeah, what if we kept that one solid and we keep the catwalk going across? What would that do? What would that look like? Okay. And then some railing across. That looks a little weird though, doesn't it? It's kind of hanging out in space for no reason. This is normally why I don't show the catwalks very much, because I debate these things for so long for no reason. But what I'm thinking is, we'll have... Does that look weird? This guy comes straight and then suddenly it kind of does that weird little curve. Or should I come down all the way with an angle? I'm not really sure on that one. I'll leave it for now. Right now it looks a little funky to me. Alright, I'm going to change this up. I'm going to do this guy here, and then this guy is going to come down this way. We'll do it on both sides. We'll have the stairs there, and then this will be a catwalk around the base like this. That we can take the midpoint here, connect over to this one. I won't do anything with it yet because I don't know if it's connected or not. And I'm out of construction components. We do have those windows right there that's kind of blocking it, but I was thinking we could take the stairs all the way down. Okay, and we put the corners on here like that. We can put some support struts and other stuff down here. Like with these guys, they would be black. Right, one there like that. A couple more over here. Let's see, this one I guess... Yeah, that can just go like that. I think that's fine. Let's see, this is connected to that, which is connected to that, so we should be safe to remove. Alright, let's see, the tiny one does not look good. Oh, in either case, that's fine. Yeah, that's alright. I put a solid block in here for that, so we'll come across with a catwalk. Alright, let's just put a railing around. I think that's going to be the easiest thing. Oh, that won't connect to that one, though. Alright, let me get some of this stuff welded up so we can take a look at it. It's looking a little funky, but it's also very wireframey. Alright, that's looking better. I don't know if I 100% like this, but there's really not much we could do. That's where I wish we could do like super gridding, where we could have like an angled triangle piece that fits in here. But that's not going to work, and apparently it's not going to work in SE2. That's kind of disappointing too. I really wish we could have had like 45 degree connections. That would have been nice, but doesn't look like that's the case. Okay, I don't really know what to do with the roof here. I'm thinking I'm just going to put some like light panels and other things in, so let's just start with that, I guess. And then each corner will have something. That'll be good. And then I guess just armor panels? I don't really know. Do we want to take this guy out and put a window in? Nah, it's probably fine. We'll just keep it. Okay, that doesn't look half bad. Let's see. I think in here we'll just put some plate. Let's see. Thought I had plate on my toolbar. I do not. I use the old school catwalks a lot, so let's go ahead and use those. Let's put those guys there to fill in. Alright, and then we're just going to put catwalk on top of it. I think that'll look good. Let's do like that. That one needs to be a corner. That one needs to be open. Alright, and then here I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the single. Like this and this, because I know what's coming. I want to put on... yeah. This catwalk here. And that one over there, which means we need a little railing on the edge here. Alright, so we need a little half railing there, and that's why I want to put a full railing right here, just so we don't have that, like, offset that it steps back. It'll just be in line. I think that'll look good. Alright, let me get some energy and get that welded up. Alright, then here in the middle I'm just going to do some blocks like this. Should I put anything there? I guess this is where we could have had a stairs down. Do I do that, though? Nah. Okay, yeah, we'll just put steel blocks here, and then maybe we can put an antenna or something on the top. Or a decoy? I think a decoy would look good. It's like that radio tower looking thing. Or cell phone tower, I don't know. Let's see, where's the antennas? There we go. Yeah, let's put a truss decoy up there and make it look like an antenna. So let's get some uprights. Yeah, that's probably tall enough there. We don't want it extremely tall, otherwise we may run into it with our Tardigrande. There we go. That'll work. And then I guess we could put like a blinking light or something. I don't know. I don't think I want to put an antenna in front of it. That would look a little odd. Laser antenna is an option. Yeah. You know what? Let's put a laser antenna right in here. Serves absolutely no purpose, but at least it'll look cool. Oh yeah, I forgot these take superconductors. That sucks. I don't know if I actually want to do that. It's kind of a waste of silver. We'll do it. We might end up using it anyway. Let's see if we can actually make them. Oh, it's gold. That does it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these windows real quick. Oh, I didn't put a support strut on that side. Interesting. Or it fell? Nope, just didn't put it on. Okay, that could have stayed. I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's see, I need the double catwalk version there. And then we'll have a stair go down to here. Okay, so these guys would carry down like this. That would be the bottom. Doesn't quite end up how I wanted it. I was thinking like they would end up on the doorway, but that's alright. That guy would stick there. I can't stick that one on yet. Okay, so we need to go there. That's fine. That looks a little awkward there, but let's go ahead and just... you know what? Let's just make it a little bit longer on that one. Just for over the door. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, I think that looks good. Now we could come down, like, on that side, too. That's not bad. Then we could use that guy. Yeah, that's not bad. Let me get all that welded up and let's take a look. Yeah, so I ended up putting the door back here because I had it mirror imaged because of the breezeway, I don't know, sky bridge, whatever we're calling this. So I put it back, so we got a hatch here now. Now I gotta figure out how to pressurize it, I guess. I don't know if we want an airlock or a cheap airlock. We've got piping we could come across here over. I just don't know if that would look weird or not, so at least gonna tear some stuff out here. We may be able to leave that. Alright, I'm thinking here is where we'll put the door. Alright, where is my door? There it is, toolbar 3. Of course I have nothing to attach it to. Sure, let's just put a passage there for now. Okay, so I'm thinking a door like that. And my piping, I should, yeah, air tank. Let's get a vent. And how awkward does this look? Or to do something like this. That doesn't really work because I need a tank for oxygen for the airlock. I think that'll be fine to just put a light up in here. Alright, let's put an armory there instead. Okay, why are my... There we go. I don't know why my signals are on. Alright, slowly getting somewhere. I don't know if I really like it, but it'll work for now. I guess I could do like this, and then... That? Is that weird? A bit weird. I just had an idea here. We can do the narrow door right here instead. So we can do white. Just put a narrow door in here. This is going to be for... can we not fit in there? Oh, the windows are in the way. Okay, I guess so, yeah, they're not complete half slabs, so... Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, well, never mind. I was thinking we could slip by there. I guess we can get rid of those windows and put something else.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright, is my inventory full? We'll be able to get away with these ones, right? Or put it like that, maybe, and another one over like that. Does that look weird? No, that looks pretty good. And we can get in and out of the door, so that's good too. Let's make this guy match. Did I do it that way? Sure did. Alright, that looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. We got a little, basically kind of a hidden little door out here. We go outside, so we'll have to make sure we do a little double airlock action thing there.
No energy.
Oh, come on. Now I just gotta finish out the rest of the room here. I guess the stairs are just gonna come down here, so there's not much to do. There should be like a corner block for that, right? Yeah, that'll be the good block there. Okay, I'm gonna go get some steel plate. Alright, I think I got it all buttoned up. Got the railing in here, or the stairs in here. I put this little railing so this stair could connect. Then we come up here. We've got our railings and stuff here. Oh, I forgot one. That's right, this was supposed to be that one. There we go. Let's change the color. There we go. I had to switch up the roof a little bit here. I had to put these steel catwalk plates in because I couldn't get the railings in otherwise. And then I don't know if that's going to be pressurized or not. We'll find out. If not, we can just put a block or something there. And here, that looks pretty decent. I'm not too happy with that corner, but it's alright. Got a good view of the screen from the chair, so that's alright. Let's see. I cannot see the green dots on my fan anymore. Should I flip it around? I should probably rotate it, but that's fine. Alright, I want to see if we can get this pressurized or not. Is that door closed? That door's closed. This is our airlock down here, so we should be able to close that door. Hey, we're pressurized. Great news. Okay, so we can put that guy back. So this whole mess that I have up here is pressurized, so that's good to know. So it is sealed around, even though we can see outside, it's sealed around that laser antenna. So that's a thing. I think we'll still put a light there though. I'll need to adjust the lighting in here. I wonder if we should put some chairs or anything in here. It's kind of a dead corner now. Alright, cool. And then we can walk out this little airlock here. Yeah, now we have full catwalk access around the base and up onto the roof. And we can get all the way across over to this side. Alright, it's time to greeble this side of the building. So I did put the stairwell access up to the roof. So I want to redo this stuff over here and get some, I think just like a tank farm, I think will look good. So let's just redo this platform a little bit. So I'm going to grind all that out, and then we'll kind of extend it out by a few blocks to get some silos. Alright, so let's extend the platform out. We'll have a silo here. Should we have it away from the building a little bit? Or touching? I'm thinking we're just going to have it be against the building. I think that's probably fine. So there'll be a silo there, and then another one here, maybe? And we'll just space them apart a little bit. I think that'll be fine, because yeah, there'll be another one right there. Right there, and right there. Yeah, so I guess I didn't need to totally undo all of this. So that'll go like that. And then I guess we have like 2 deep. Let's do 2 deep on the silos, why not? Now we can cover up our dent. I don't know what I did to create that. Probably the lobster welder when I was welding up. And of course we got another storm coming in, because why wouldn't we? Not too many silos. Should we just do it narrow like that, or come out? I mean, it is a big building. Let's just come out. That's fine. And let's space them apart. Let's come out even one more. Now I'm thinking we should probably space it away from the building. Okay, we'll come out one more. Alright, now how do we want to access it is going to be the question. We've got this area where the stairs was. Would we put a ramp in there? Let's see, we can come out just a few, maybe. Yeah, no, I don't like that. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Not like we're driving a truck up to it. Alright, these are just going to be the little round tanks, armor slope things, instead of doing like the full actual hydrogen tanks. We'll do that when we get the fuel depots over at the launch pad. So these will just be random height silos. Sure, I'm going to be really tall. Alright, I realized I should probably just do the back wall here so I can get the welding ship in here to weld it up. And then I guess we could probably just build from the cockpit. That'd probably be the easier thing to do. Let's get those in, and then then we'll build from the cockpit. Okay, I thought I could build from the cockpit. I've got it up here with Control-G, but I can't click anything. Well, that's weird. It was showing up on the Control-G, but it wasn't in my toolbar, so that's why it wouldn't let me place it. Okay, well now I know. How hard is this to do from third person? Oh, extremely difficult. Yeah, we're not doing that. Well, I don't know if that's too many variations in silos. I don't know if I should have this tall and then taper over here. Looks maybe just a little too random. I don't know. You have to let me know your guys' thoughts on it. I want to put the stripe around it. That might help with the look of it. So let's just pick some random colors. I'll go default so we can get the brighter ones. There we go. Something like that. That's really colorful now that I see it from a distance. Well, I was hoping to get the spotlight here from the ship on it. Yeah, that might be a little bit much. Not really sure. You guys give me your thoughts on that, what we should do there. Should I make it more uniform, or is the random good? Or should I even have white at all? I just kind of went with that. Like it's kind of like a clean chemical tank. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know guys' thoughts. I'm going to get some material to get some railings on here. And then we'll figure out some stairs to go down to the ground. I think the lobster here is only full of steel plates, so let's go park back up. Alright, there we go. Got some stairs in here. Did basically what I did over on the tower, as I just got this little half slab up here. So now we've got walkway access and 4 stairwells. Probably way too many, but it kind of breaks it up and makes it look good. Now you can get up onto the roof over here and walk all the way over to our control tower. So I think this pretty much wraps up the building. Somebody had mentioned that they don't really like this seam, and I don't think I really adjusted it very well for them to close very nicely. I mean, this gap, I haven't really, played around with it to make sure the gap is good. I just guessed. So I could probably get that tighter and put the seam in there. Somebody was talking about, could we do like an overlap? And we probably could. I think this one's already up on the top. But like in theory, we could have this one go down below and then this would go over top of it. We could definitely try that. And then the other thing I was thinking we could do, let's get some steel plate here. So like here would be sunken in. Let's see, we gotta find the other way. There we go. Like this one would go in that way. And then over here, we could do the bigger plates. Yeah, like this. Let's see, gotta go backwards to that one. Nope. Didn't go back far enough. There it is. Yeah, so we could do something like that so it's a little bit more jagged. That might work. I don't think it'll work with the caution if we did it, because I think those stripes are going to be off. Yeah, those are going to look terrible. So I wouldn't want to do that, but maybe if it was just the yellow color. I mean, maybe something like that, and then we could have the other side go, kind of crisscross them. I don't know if that's really necessary. Let's open it up. I got rid of my button panel over there, so we got to come through down here to this door. All right, let's open up this roof, but let's get into spectator. That will be easier to see instead of having to go out all the time. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it just is going to make a little piece stick out a bit here. So I don't know if that's worth it. This was probably the wrong one to do it because it's not going to retract all the way because of that little spot. It might have been better to have this guy, the sticking out part. Well, it's kind of nice. It definitely does break it up. I mean, I don't know if I would do the yellow stripe maybe. We could maybe try that overlapping feature. I'm not really sure. Let me play around with some stuff and see what we do. Yeah, I can't really do the recess because I've got that there. So that's not going to really work. I was thinking we could put a plate on the bottom side. Like attach it to that end, but have to get rid of this. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it the way it was. I think we're going to go back to just the flat plates that are hazard. I think I like that. We'll just play around with the gap to make sure it looks a little bit nicer and a little bit tighter. Maybe we'll come back to that one. I'm not sure on it yet, but I want to go ahead and work on the Tardigrande pad here, and now that I look at it, I think it's too close to the building, so I'm thinking, hopefully, I mean, it's made out of heavy armor, so it's going to be really heavy. But I'm wondering if we can hook onto it with the ship here and lift it and move it and have it merge onto something else. Because I also want to bury this line down in the ground anyway. So I think I want to just create a new block. How far over should we move it? I feel like that's way too close. So let's come over like another 5 blocks maybe. I'm thinking like right there, so let's get this guy as a merge block. And if we don't like it, we can always move it again, right? So we'll put a merge there, and then we'll get rid of all of this. Wait, no, we don't want to do that. Crap. Okay, we want to come around with it over here, because we need to connect this guy up to the grid. Can I get a block? I can. Okay, there we go. That way that guy stays connected to the grid. He's still connected over here with this pipe, so that's fine. We'll just get rid of all that. And then let's put the merge block... Oops. Can you pay attention where that was facing? There we go. Merge block down. This one's going up. Get some material to get it welded up. Can I access anything here? There we go. Alright, I don't think the Tardigrande is going to have enough lifting power for this, so I'm going to go ahead and put these little jacks underneath, and hopefully it'll hold it up. We'll see. Alright, I got all the legs down here to the ground, and then I've got this guy ground off so I can get to the cockpit easily. And I guess I want to turn inertial dampeners off now, because it'll just rest on the ground, and then we'll just try to lift it off that way. That'll be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and just cut it free and see what happens. Okay, now, do we have any lifting force? We do not. Do we have any ability to slide it? We do not. Info, it is a station, so let's convert to ship. Convert to ship not possible. Okay. Is it because of this? Like, it should be clear, right? Because those are subgrids. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
Full.
How do we do this then? Alright, well this is probably a dumb idea, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the Tardigrande off of here so we don't break it. Let's see, we should be able to, yep, park. We'll get him in a safe distance. Okay, there we go. And then this should be free. Let's get all of this stuff out of here and make sure it's not conflicting.
Inventory full.
Oh, sure, we'll just put it in that connector for now. Alright, let's slowly extend this guy till it merges. Okay, we're on. Let's do share inertial tensor, and then let's do this up as high as we can, maybe. And then we'll grind these guys out.
Inventory full.
Okay, now we gotta convert it to a ship. We are not... Okay, we're not falling. That's good news. So we should be able to extend this guy. Okay, that is one really strong piston. Okay, I like it. Let's see if we can get it to merge. Man, there's just always a storm. I mean, I know it's Mars, but man, give me a break. One of these days. Okay, we'll have to align it a little bit better than that. So let's see, this will be the merge block. This will be the merge block. And then I don't think it'll connect because those are on the same grid. Like the back end of it and the front end of it. Don't know that they'll connect. Okay, they did merge. I did not expect that. I thought because this guy was on a subgrid it would not work. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
Inventory full.
Now I don't know if I came over too far, but I don't really care. We got it to work, and I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, now I want to think about these exhaust ducts here. I'm kind of thinking we'll have them come out and maybe swoop up a little bit, see if we can kind of create like a tunnel that would eject it. You know, like these guys get ejected up this way. We don't necessarily want it flowing into the plant. I guess these fans are pointing outward. Alright, so maybe the gray color or something? I don't really... It doesn't really matter. And then we'd slope it down like this. And then it's coming out. We don't really want to come up much further than that. And then do we just do something like this? And then this guy would be the other one. Something like that. So then we've got this like exhaust plume coming out like that. Alright, I'm probably overthinking this more than I need to. It's just a decorative thing anyway. And then maybe we can make this the war-torn, right? Like, that's all beat up. Like, this guy's been really damaged from all the exhaust. Might have to come up with something on the outside to kind of hide that.
Fuel critical.
Alright, well, I guess I'm slow walking it back to fill up my hydrogen tank. Alright, there we go. I like it. I put the vents here with the battle-torn. I didn't realize how much damage those looked. That's cool. Okay, I like that. So now this is where all the exhaust is blowing in and getting kind of blown out this way. We'll probably put some type of covering... oh, that didn't get painted. Missed one. I guess that one doesn't need to be here, but probably put some type of covering on this to hide that on this edge. Or beam blocks or something. I don't really know how this pad's going to look. Let's at least get the other exhaust ducts done, and let's go from there. Let's get the Tardigrande parked back up here. We can start planning some things out. Alright, the Tardigrande is parked up. Doesn't look like we're doing any damage to those vents, so that's good news. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. Yeah, that's good. We are connected, I believe. Yes, that's green. I see it glowing underneath there a little bit. I feel like we need to put some, like, caution around here or something, but maybe we'll just put up some railings. Really shouldn't be walking around too much. But yeah, here I've got this painted red because I want to turn this into an elevator, because as you're up here on this platform, you can't really get into him. This lip is just a little bit too high. I think even if we put an armor plate there, it's still not enough to get quite into there, so that's fine. What we'll do is just grind out that entire thing and then build an elevator down in the ground here that will service it, and we'll just have it go up just a little bit more. So that'll be good. So I do have the grinder arm here on the lobster, so let's go ahead and just get that stuff removed. And hopefully don't weigh ourselves down with too much metal grid. Oh, we're pretty empty though, so we're fine. We can turn on the other set of thrusters just to be safe. Alright, we'll switch to grinder and I'll just do this manually. Nah, I don't want to hold my mouse that long. Okay, well, apparently I shouldn't have put the Tardigrande on here. I am accidentally grinding the front of it. We can stay low enough here we don't damage anything else. Okay, that's good. I guess I'll need to replace these as well. I'm going to do these ones manual, because I don't trust myself to not grind the Tardigrande out. Alright, well I still can come in here and weld it up. That'll be easy enough. Let's turn that on. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Love it. Alright, those supports will go there. I'm gonna put pipeworks on the inside here. I think that would look the best. Might change it to white or orange or something, give it a stripe, but we'll see. Do I want to ramp immediately into the elevator, or should the elevator go down? Alright, then let's just do the ramp short, like this. That'll be better. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is going to turn out really good. Alright, that actually merges into the voxels. I was worried I'd have to get another layer, but that looks Perfect. Okay. Might have to do it to the other side. Do we want an elevator on this side? Probably. Might as well have it symmetric. Alright, then we're going to do the support there, and then I think we're good. Now we just need the pipe works, which is in with the interior block. Yeah, the pipe works B in gray. What do we need for this? Interior plate? To refill the lobster with some stuff. Hey, look, interior plate. Alright, that is nice and chunky. I like it. I think it fits well with the Tardigrande being pretty large. Needs a lot of support for it, I think. I maybe could have dove in a little bit more, but, oh, did I not get that welded up? Am I out of parts? No, it just didn't get finished. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I think that looks pretty good. I'm debating here of whether I should do... My thought was to do the caution, if I could find them. These are always hard. But yeah, what I was thinking was we could do this right here as a caution. But I was also wondering about those vents that we used earlier. The vertical windows. We could do something like that in the pattern or something. No, I don't think that would look good. I think I want to do the caution, but only on the bottom. Alright, I think that looks pretty cool. I like that. Put a railing up there, put the caution all around it. Now we just gotta figure out some elevators. Alright, let's go ahead and build an elevator. I've got an idea here. I ground out those blocks over here. I did get it connected up down here as well. Got the piping done underground, so now we have access to here to get material. What I want to do is, because I don't want to fall into the hole when the elevator is down at the bottom, I want to go ahead and put in one of these gates. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, thought I had steel plate on me. Let's get it in the black color. I don't really think it matters which number is facing up. I guess we'll have one on this side and we'll put two on the other side. Let's see. I think I want it facing this direction though. And then my hope is we can get another one down here. Yeah, that would work really good right there. I just gotta grind out these pieces.
Inventory full.
Oh, those are not even attached to anything. I didn't realize I undid them when I ground those pieces off. Okay, we'll put number 2 on this one, why not? And we'll make it gray. But it looks like when the door is closed, it'll be pretty flush with that ramp, which will be kind of nice. So let's see if we can make that work. Alright, and then my hope is here we can get this guy dug down and hopefully not mess with too much of the voxels right here. It looks like we're okay for now. Let's see, we need to come down 1 block for the hinge so we can transition to small grid, and then we're going to come down 2 for the piston. Piston there, hinge there, that should do it. Okay, then we want our piston there, and then our hinge head on top of that. Come on, does it not let me attach? Oh, it won't even add a piston head. That's interesting. We get it right there and we stop it if we can get it to work. Okay, that works. I think we can get this to work. It doesn't? Is there a point to this one? Alright, looks like that's as far as we can come out. Maybe a half slab. Let's try that. think that will work. Now let's extend this guy out. Actually, let's go down with it, see what that looks like, how far we can go down. Oh, and now we're stuck. Okay, I don't think we want this. I don't know what I'm thinking with that guy. We don't need it. Would be maybe nice to have something that would block off this area, though. Oh, it doesn't quite go down all the way. Am I caught on something? I don't understand. There we go. Okay, so it does go down below, but barely. So that door probably wouldn't have worked. Probably should get the lobster over here for this. This is more trouble than it needs to be. Did I park the lobster over here? Yeah, he's still over here. I think the lobster still has some metal grid on him. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we'll just park him right here. So we can use him a little bit later if we need to. That looks pretty good right there. So, where are we? 0.6? Oh yeah, that transition looks really good. And then I think it was a little too tall here. Like, it worked to get into the vehicle, but like, we want to be able to transfer off onto the actual deck here. Yeah, that's going to be too tall. I'm hoping we can kind of split the difference between this and the Tardigrande so we can still walk, you know, on both platforms. So let's see if we can get something going for that. I can't stare at that one. 9.5 is probably not enough, right? Barely. We can barely get into there. And that one is really shallow, so we can come up a little bit higher. Try 9.7. What does that look like? Still a bit of a lip there, but we can climb up, and we can climb up into there. I guess technically we crossed that hole, but it looks a little tight. Can we get away with this? Looks like it. Alright, let's add some detail down here, just to give it some support. Alright, let's use the welder here to weld up all these small plates, because it is quite annoying to do it by hand. I think I missed this corner. Yep, that's fine. Let me get the caution. Alright, there we go. I like it. And then when it's down, let's see what that looks like. Now the question is, how do we build around this and not have it look dumb? I guess it could just be a plate on the ground. Yeah, I feel like we need something there to cover this guy up. What would it do with one of these? Not that one. That one. Yeah, technically that fits. Okay. Cool. At least look good on the side. It's not going to look good here in this end. Out of curiosity, does this one fit? I think this is going to be too sharp of an angle, right? Oh yeah, by far. This one fits in there though. Fit it in there like that. That's not bad. We can go back to this, but rotate it that way. Alright, let's put a button panel on here. Of course, I don't have any material. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I did not name that piston down there. That's unfortunate. Can I get down to it? Okay, there we go. We got a button. We can technically still fall through there, so maybe we'll create like a cage around it or something. Cool. Okay, and then we gotta make like a sensor or something that when we get down to a certain level, this guy starts to close. Okay, I guess we need a button out here somewhere, somehow. Can I get a block? No, it's all surface level. Oh, I can get one there. I was hoping to have one hidden underneath that we could put the button on. I'll think about that one. Alright, I don't think the sensor needs to be completely symmetric. Let's see, show on HUD, info, show sensor field
Energy
range.
low.
That's good. Energy is low. Let me go get that refilled. Okay, so we're out to there. We should be able to detect the elevator coming up. It might stop detecting it, so we might want to come out to the middle at least so we get that hinge. Yeah, that should hit it. And then when we're up here, I think we're going to need to come further down because it's not going to trip till it gets there. Our head's going to hit the door. Because let's see, yeah, it's green. Now it's red. Now the doors would start to close. That looks okay for closing. But for opening, we come up here. Still red. Yeah, we'd be way in the door, so we need to come down. That's still a little tight because we might be over there, huh? I wish you could speed up how fast those doors open and close. That would be kind of nice. Sure, there's a mod for it, but just by default. And I guess we could slow the elevator down as well, would be another option. Okay, yeah, that works. And we can get into the Tardigrande. And we can walk down here. Beautiful. Okay, I like it. Okay, I don't want to show that on the HUD anymore, and now we need to figure out how we want to encapsulate this. Let's see, we did have the pipeworks there. Let's go ahead and put that back. Let's just do more pipeworks in here. I think that's fine. Can I get in here with the lobster and get any of this welded up? I might be able to get the one side and not the other because of the grinder. Okay, we'll get as much as we can. Alright, well that was good. I guess if we had welders on both ends, we would have got it all. I can do 2 of them manually. Okay, and then so we don't fall in, I'm thinking I'm going to do these guys. Do we have any construction components in here? Yeah, I'm thinking we'll put something like that. That's probably enough, right? You could technically still fall out. Alright, there we go. That's not bad. This kind of looks a little bit odd compared to the rest of the base, but I think it looks alright. So yeah, we can come and walk up in here, we hit this button, we can't get out now. This door opens. We're good to go. Alright, well I think this is where I'm going to call it an episode. We got a working elevator, I'll do the other side off camera, but we got this done, we've got our control tower over there done as well, and then our little tank farm on the other side of the base over there, so I think we're getting pretty close to wrapping up this side of the base, and then we can get our monorail going over there to start getting a launch pad and get out into space. Alright, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.